let's see if this works. Just give me a moment here. Bingo! Oh, jeez. The music's still too loud for me, though, so just give me a moment here. Okay, this should be good. Now then, I know I was put up to the sword with this one. I'll have to admit that much. And, well, okay, I say I was put up to the sword, but I do honor my bets. And, well, Pam made a really killer fucking video for Paripi Kome, and well, that said, if she actually did it, I would play a Otome game. So here we are with our with an Otome game called Hakuoki Edo Blossoms. Now, the only things I know about the Shinsengumi are, they're all in either Gintama, FGO, or, oh, wait, I don't think they were in Samurai Champloo. Never mind, I'm being stupid. Anyway. So that's the extent of my knowledge on it. And the only figures I know are like, Hijikata and, Okita. So, well, I guess we'll see how this goes, Anyways, let's get things rolling with a new game. Oh dear. Oh, there we go. I have an idea. Ah, fuck. You know what? I think Obake is a good name. Actually, it kinda sounds badass, almost. Obake Yukimura. Oh, we get choices right off the bat. Whoa. Shit, I thought we were gonna do something else, but I guess we get a choice right off the bat as to which route we're going for. So, let's see how this goes. Okay, let's see. Pop you here, and... Okay. Let's see. We can do Susumu Yamazaki, Hachiro, Kazue, Ryoma Sakamoto. Thanks FGO for the Edo knowledge. I don't know this guy, I don't know this guy. Oh yeah, I know Hijikata and Okita. Okay, I only know this name from Rurouni Kenshin, so... Shit. This is a hard choice. I can't believe I'm trying to pick who I date. Or whatever. I'm not sure. Okay, you know what? Since, she was my best saber in FGO, let's go with our man, Okita. Let's roll. Okay, here we go. Winter 1864. In order to find my father, whom I'd lost contact, I, Obake Yukimura, visited Kyoto. Fuck. I'm sorry, this is just... Good thing she's not watching this right now. I'd probably be downright embarrassed. In that city, I bore witness to a horrifying secret hidden within a group called the Shinsengumi, the Fury, a creature with white hair and crimson eyes. Wait, what the fuck? We have zombies in this? Why am I questioning these things? Luckily, I was saved from the vicious clutches of the Furies by Okita of the Shinsengumi. Aw, man, did she do the triple stab? Oh, wait, right. Okita's... I'm so used to Okita being a girl. God damn it. Oh. Anyway. Because I had discovered the Shinsengumi secret, it was proposed that I live with the Shinsengumi men, since they were also searching for my father. As such, I was to serve under Hijikata as the commander's page, a role I performed proudly. So thus began my life with the Shinsengumi. Oh dear. I heard rumors, well, whispers really, that the Shinsengumi were little more than a bunch of crooked ronin, but my life with them proved otherwise. Their commitment to protect the safety of Kyoto made them the last of a dying breed, true samurai. Why did I say it like that? Okita had a penchant for aloofness, and it was difficult to get a good read on him at first glance, but... his swordsmanship was unparalleled, which honored him with the distinction of being the Shinsengumi's captain of the 1st Division. A while ago, I had discovered Okita's secret. He contracted a case of tuberculosis. Oh no, this is historically accurate. Because the real Okita actually, died of this, I believe. And it also pops up in FGO as a gag where, Okita randomly coughs blood. Even though, well, since she's a servant, doesn't really do much to her. Day by day, his condition would worsen, soon becoming so unbearable that he could hardly rise from his futon. In a desperate measure to regain his strength and wield his sword once more, he drank the water of life to become a fury. Oh no! Shit, does that mean he gets a space gun and an electric katana? That's kinda horrifying. Oh wait, wrong fury. Oops. Alright. At the time, the fate of the shogunate was threatened by the Satsuma Choshu, which later culminated in an inevitable battle for control of the nation. Oh, Our chief at the time, Kondo, had an attempted assassination performed on his life, which worked to demoralize our forces in one of our darkest hours. Oh no. Behind all of this was Kaoru Nagumo, A person who I later realized was my long-lost twin. Oh, no! The bastard! Aw, yeah, here we go. Okida's loyalty to Kondo bloomed into a thirst for revenge for Kaoru's action. When it came time for the two to battle, Kaoru shot Okida with a silver bullet. Damn. Unfortunately, the battle ended in the favor of the Satsuma Choshu, and the Shinsengumi were driven from Kyoto. They set sail for Edo in hope of a new start. Well, shit. Well, that's a rough start. I mean, I guess our boy Okida lives in this one, except, you know, I don't know what being a Fury entails. Probably isn't anything too hot. Well, okay, I guess they're hot in this context. Fuck, what am I even saying? Shit, I saw this place before. It was in, I could have sworn this looks so similar to the movie village, from, oh dear, from Go-Go Nippon. What the heck? Hearing the bustle of people passing by in a familiar dialect was a comfort in the chaos of my return. Honestly, I barely had any time to process what had happened in Kyoto, let alone give myself time to reacclimate to the city where I had been raised. Oops. Something else had me preoccupied. Okay. I softly opened the sliding door, careful as not to wake up Okida, and I peeked inside to check on him. Press down to read terminology description. I swear I can English too. Okay. Soji Okida, a sly, sardonic swordsman who had once been considered the sword of the Shinsengumi. Give me a second here. Okay, back to it, Mezumes. After drinking the water of life given to him by Kaoru Nagumo, he becomes a fury. No wonder he's kind of pissed off at Kaoru. We were staying in a hiding place that Dr. Matsumoto had arranged for us. Hiding place, location where Soji Okida was recuperating for his tuberculosis. Dr. Ryojin Matsumoto had made arrangements for it, and is located in Sendagaya. For now, this was to be our temporary home. He was still bedridden from his injuries. Moving proved to be difficult for him still, as he would wince at even the slightest provocation. Provocation, good gosh. Obake. Damn it! Maybe I should have done a different name. This is nuts. ... Back in Kyoto, Okida risked his life by jumping in front of the path of a bullet speeding towards me. A normal human would have died then and there. Now we can see what the hell Furies is. A creature with heightened speed and strength, and the ability to heal from almost any wound. Drinking the water of life will transform a human into a Fury. One must stab a Fury through the heart, or remove its head in order to truly kill it. It was nothing short of a miracle that he was still alive. I was beyond relieved, of course, that he lived, but there was something that still bothered me. I looked at him, wincing his face twist from the agonizing pain he must have been experiencing. Okita! Gently, I wiped sweat from his forehead. It hurt to see him in so much pain, but all I can do was wait and pray. ... I was curious about something, however. Although a bullet wound was nothing to scoff at. Okita was a Fury. A wound of this severity should have, with his condition, healed a long time ago. Both Sennen and Heisuke seemed confused by this as well. Keisuke Sen, the Shinsengumi's colonel, after injuring his left arm during the Akita Inn incident, he drinks the water of life and becomes a Fury, and later goes on to lead the Fury Corps. I held his soft, trembling fingers in my hands, collapsing them tightly for comfort. Some time later, his eyes slowly fluttered open. Oh. He blinked sleepily, and his gaze drifted over to meet mine. Eventually, his eyes gleamed and he nodded. Suddenly, I felt self-conscious, and my palms became a little clammy as I shifted my line of sight. How are you feeling, Okita? I tried to keep my voice cheerful. Oh dear. Better than yesterday, I think. Oh, wait. Oh dear. Okay, the menu button should be... Shit, I've set the voice too low. Alright. Let's troubleshoot this for a second here. Okay, let's see. Okay, I should have read the instruction manuals earlier. I did not, so... Oops. So, let's, That's the quick save. it's for CG display. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Better than yesterday, I think. Are you sure? You aren't just saying that? Okay, I'm gonna quick save here. I'm gonna exit the game, reload it, and adjust the voices because I kind of fucked up here. Sorry, everyone. This is definitely not Daishori, as I would say. Oh god, these achievement names aren't any better. Sick story, dude. Wow, that's fucked up. That's fucked up beyond belief. Okay, let's try this again with maybe louder voices so I can actually hear Okita. Bit higher. And here. Okay. We should do it. Hopefully. Oh dear. Oh no. Well then. Hang on. We gotta do everything again, so... Let's see if I can just skip all this. I just want to get back to where I was. Man, we're already bugging. Okay, I think I skipped that one. Okay. I'm sorry I had to do this, but, yeah, this is just kind of awkward. Let's just make our way back to the part where he opens his eyes. Then we'll, not fuck this any further. Oh, wow! Okay, it works now! Holy... Good lord. Okay, let's save before anything goes weird. There we go! Now we can hear it. A little better. Okay. Alright, lewd hand-holding. Hey, here we are. Let's make the voice a little louder.
君だって一応医者の娘なんでしょ。
Man, you really are gonna give me grief over this right now? Wasn't your dad a doctor?
僕が嘘を言ってるかどうかぐらい見抜けるんじゃないの？
Can't you see for yourself if I'm fine or not? I'm sorry. It's not that I don't trust you or anything, Okita. He had a point. Compared to last night, Okita seemed to be improving in his condition, and even speaking seemed to inflict less of a strain on him. I could appreciate that much at least.
もう日は暮れちゃった。
Has the sun set yet? Yes, it has. Do you want to get up?
そうしようかな。寝たきりだと体もなまっちゃうしね。
Yeah, if I just sit on my ass in bed all day, I'm never gonna get better. That's the spirit. I helped steady him as he sat up, conscious of his wounds. He winced as one of them twinged, and then he turned to look at me.
そういえば聞きたいことがあるんだけど、いい？
Hey, Obake, I have a question I want to ask you. Sure, what is it?
僕が目を覚ましたとき、君が必ずそばにいるのはどうして？
Why is it that you're always here when I wake up? I had expected him to ask about how Kondo was doing, or how any of the other Shinsengumi members were. Isami Kondo, one of the founders of the Shinsengumi, an organization created to help keep the peace in Kyoto. He is originally from a province in Edo. Oops. However, his question blindsided me, and I found myself on the spot without anything to say. However, Okita seemed to take pleasure from my surprise, and he stared into my eyes. My oh my.
黙ってないで答えてよ。どうして？
Don't just stand there. Answer me. What the hell? Well, oh boy. Oh, here we go. I'm kinda curious. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe, if it always look good. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Is that a bad thing? Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh boy. This is gonna be a thing. Oh, what's with the flower?
別にそんなことは言ってないけど。
I didn't say it was.
そんなに僕のことが心配なんだ。
Were you that worried about me? Let's see. Let's see what this choice gets me. Well, it's my duty to watch after you. I wanted to make sure you were being cared for.
真面目なんだね。ま、それならそれでいいけど。
Jeez, you're always such a goody two-shoes. Whatever.
君、僕の看病にかまけて、ほとんど寝てないんじゃない？
I thought you might not be getting enough sleep because you were too busy taking care of me. That's not true. I'm resting well.
本当に？
Really?
今の言葉は嘘です。
She's lying.
雪村君は連日寝る間を惜しんで沖田さんの看病を
She's
してい
been
ます。
too busy caring for you to sleep.
少しは休息を取るよう沖田さんからも言ってください。
You think maybe you could tell her to lay off a little, Okita? She needs some rest.
だってさ、
You hear him?
休みなよ。
Go get some rest, Obaki. Yeah, go get some rest, Pam. Well, I'm sure you're getting plenty, but still. This is just... I should have used my own name. Why did I come up with this idea? Maybe in another route. I wonder what she says if I do, the first choice. Because apparently that is the right choice. Is that a bad thing?
別に、
I didn't say it was.
そんなことは言ってないけど。
Were you that worried about me?
そんなに僕のことが心配なんだ。
Well, of course. I mean, the reason we are even having this conversation about your condition is because of me, Okita. Okita pursed his lips, looking off to the side in a fit of feigned indifference.
君をかばったからね。僕を看病してくれる理由はそれだけなんだ。
Because I stuck my neck out for you, huh? So that's the reason I have you around. To babysit me? What? I couldn't tell if I was imagining things, or if he actually seemed off-put by my presence. However, I didn't have time to think of a response.
ま、それならそれでいいけどさ。
Well, I guess that's fine then.
君、僕の看病にかまけて、
Oh,
ほとんど寝てないんじゃ
never
ない
mind. So it does go through the same dialogue, well, final dialogue, whatever. Oh dear. Huh. Sorry, it's been a tiring day. I'm trying my best here. That's not true. I'm resting well.
本当に
Really? Of course. I mean, I was thinking of a convincing explanation when...
今の言葉は嘘です。
Well, I already said these lines. So let's just hear some voice acting for a sec. Ah!
雪村君は連日寝る間を惜しんで沖田さんの看病をしています。
I will say, the voice actors aren't too bad. Well, I mean, I guess it could be worse. It could be dubbed. Well, actually, never mind.
少しは休息を取るよう沖田さんからも言ってください。
だってさ、休みなよ。
Okita and Yamazaki had never gotten along. I can't believe you'd both gang up on me like this.
何言ってるのさ。君が悪いんじゃない。
Yeah, stop whining.
いくら僕のことが気になるからって、昼も夜もなくつきっきりなんてさ。
Look, I know you can't stop thinking about me, but this whole doting all day, all night thing is tiring. Ooh. What? Can't stop thinking about you? Oh, man.
ほら、文句言わないで部屋に戻って。子供はさっさと寝なよ。
Aw, yeah, here we go. So stop throwing a bitch fit and go back to your room. It's too late for you to be up anyway. Oh, man. Damn, Okita. Much more fire than your FGO counterpart. Ooh, lordy.
沖田さんのことは俺が見張っている。君も少しは休んでくれ。
I'll keep an eye on Okita. I want you to get some sleep, alright? Of course, I had been worried about how Okita was doing, but I didn't know my behavior became a cause for concern for them too. I mean, if Yamazaki were the one actually suggesting that I take a breather, Okay, who's this Yamazaki? Susumu Yamazaki, a member of the Shinsengumi's Watch Division, which is the center of its covert operations. His sleuthing skills were on par with his skill as a medic, which were honed under the guidance of Dr. Ryojin Matsumoto. Alright, that's enough. I think I will rest a little bit then. Please call for me if anything happens. I was almost 2 steps out of the door when I got the sense something was off. Oh no. Okita, no! Okita's eyes rolled up into his head, and he collapsed to the floor, unconscious. Oh dear. Okita? I immediately bolted to him, lowering myself to the ground to try and lift him up, but he moaned unintelligibly, and his breathing was labored. Yamazaki! Okita's!
雪村君、ここを頼む。俺は松本先生を呼んでくる。
Yukimura, take care of him. I'm going to get Dr. Matsumoto. Okay. No sooner had I nodded my head before Yamazaki dashed out of the room. Hang in there, Okita. The doctor will be here soon. All I could do was tuck him back under the covers and wait silently. This is off to a rough start.
先生、どうだったのですか？沖田さんの容体は。
Doctor, how's Okita doing?
傷が開いたわけじゃないから心配はいらんよ。
Well, his wounds haven't reopened at least. Don't worry.
大方、体力も戻っていないのに無理して起き上がったりしたんだろう。倒れたのはそのせいだ。
He got up, didn't he? The boy still doesn't have the energy for that. That's why he collapsed. Oh, really? What a relief. I let out an uneasy sigh. Even if he was okay, I still regretted allowing Okita to even think about exerting himself. If only I realized he was fatigued. As I tossed these thoughts about in my mind, Yamazaki's brow furrowed.
松本先生、なぜ沖田さんの傷は今に至るまで癒えないのでしょう。
Dr. Matsumoto, is there a reason you can think of as to why Okita's wounds haven't healed yet?
羅刹となった身であれば、たとえ銃で傷を負わされてもすぐに塞がってしまうはずですが。
He's a fury now. Even if he were to suffer a wound from a bullet, the entry wound should have sealed itself up by now. If I had to guess, the silver bullet is probably something anti-fury. It's just a hunch. A weird hunch. But a hunch.
こうじゃないかと見当をつけてはいるが、あくまで私の想像に過ぎんぞ。
I have my suspicions, but I'm going to warn you. It's all just speculation.
構いません。お聞かせください。
Anything helps. Please tell us what you think. Dr. Matsumoto looked at the two of us, and he silently nodded before speaking up.
お前さんたちも知っての通り、波の武器で羅刹の体に傷を負わせることはできん。
As I'm sure both of you know, attempting to injure a fury with ordinary weapons is a difficult task. Right. The spot where Okita had been shot was a small one. As long as he wasn't shot in the heart, it shouldn't have affected him as much as this had.
しかし、沖田君の傷は治っておらん。ということは。
However, the fact that Okita is still in this condition leads me to believe.
沖田君を撃った鉄砲の弾に 何か仕掛けがあるとしか考えられんな。
Ah, so it was because of the silver bullet. I figured out as much. That the bullet used to wound him was no ordinary bullet after all. The bullet?
そういえば
あー
沖田さんが撃
yes
った弾は銀でできていたと聞いています。
I heard the bullet they extracted from him contained elements of silver. I fucking knew it. So wait, Furies are like Japanese vampires in this setting then. I'm sure of it. This is intriguing. Silver, a precious metal that acts as poison to Furies. Somehow, it counteracts their regenerative abilities, thus making them vulnerable to normal weaponry. Oh, Oh, that's a flaw. Silver? Why would they use such a valuable metal?
もしかするとそれが原因かもしれんな。
That confirms it then.
羅刹にも弱点があったってことか。
It appears Furies do have a weakness. So, what does that mean for Okita? Dr. Matsumoto turned to face the door of Okita's room.
幸いにして命に別状はない。沖田君の体力を信じるしかないな。
Luckily, it does not seem to be life-threatening. We're just going to have to hope he'll be okay. What?
なんとかしてやりたいが、私の医術はあくまでも人間用なんでな。
I want to help him, trust me. However, there's only so much I can do for him. He's not human anymore.
行動さんなら、もしかしたら羅刹の傷を癒す方法を知ってるかもしれんが。
If anyone were to know anything, it would be Kodo. Kodo Yukimura, a Dutch-educated doctor in service to the shogunate and the father of the protagonist. He has been missing since shortly after his arrival in Kyoto. He was experimenting on the Shinsengumi. He is rumored to be in the western part of Japan. Right. Of course, my father had been doing Fury research.
どうした雪村君。
What's the matter, Yukimura? Maybe. There may be some information about the Furies in the house where I grew up. I mean, my father did his Fury research here under the orders of the shogunate, right?
そういえば、君の家は江戸の外れにあるんだったな。
Let's read that. A reference to the Tokugawa shogunate, a organized system of government centered around a feudal lord, controlled under the fierce jurisdiction of his army. Okay, I just wanted to read that.
そういえば、君の家は江戸の外れにあるんだったな。
He certainly might have. It's just on the edge of Edo, if I recall correctly. Maybe I'll find something useful. Alright, I'll head over there tomorrow. I turned to look at Yamazaki. My time in Kyoto was often under the close watch and control of the Shinsengumi. But this had to do with Okita's health. Neither Yamazaki nor Hijikata could possibly reject my initiative to help him, could they? Toshizo Hijikata, the commander of the Shinsengumi, a longtime friend of Hisami Kondo's, who helped establish the Shinsengumi in Kyoto. He is affectionately referred to as Toshi by Kondo. It seemed like Yamazaki contemplated the situation to himself. stroking his chin intently.
わかった。ならば、俺も同行しよう。
Understood. Then I'll be going there with you. Are you sure that's alright?
君や沖田さんの警護も俺の役目だ。副長からそう命じられている。
I was ordered to guard Okita and you. Commander was very clear. Commander, the third highest ranking member of the Shinsengumi, beneath the chief, and the colonel. But then who's going to watch over Okita?
用心するに越したことはあるまい。山崎君に同行してもらいなさい。
You can't be too careful. Take Yamazaki with you, if he's willing.
君らが戻ってくるまでの間、私が沖田君を見ていよう。
I'll stay here with Okita until you come back. Okay, please take care of Okita. We'll be as thorough as possible, and we'll return here as soon as we get something.
よし。それでは今日はもう休むとしよう。明日、早朝に出ることにするぞ。
Alright, it's settled. For now, let's rest. We'll leave first thing tomorrow morning. Okay, understood. Let's save here before I do. Okay, let's get the lights on since it's getting dark and a quick snack. Alright, got some nice chip. I'll try not to, hold on. Alright, sorry. I'm a little self-conscious about, too much chomping noises. Anyway, Yamazaki and I left the following morning, and we had come to my home in the outskirts of Edo.
ここが君の家だ。
So, this is your house? Yes. I hadn't seen it in years, but I didn't have time for nostalgia. Nerves made me tense and jumpy. Would we even find anything? The first thing we came in contact with was the stale, dust-filled air wafting to us, and I couldn't help but cough. The floor was covered in a layer of dust so thick, it almost reminded me of a fresh blanket of snow.
長い間、人の出入りがなかった様子だ。
Doesn't look like this place had visitors lately. Which meant my father hadn't returned. I felt both disappointment and relief well up within me. If he wasn't here, where could he be?
雪村君、羅刹の資料がある場所の見当をつく。
Yukimura, do you have an idea where his Fury research notes could be? Oh yes, I think they're around here somewhere.
わかった。それでは手分けして探すことにしよう。
Alright, then let's split up and start searching. We spent the better part of several hours looking through every nook and cranny of the dust-covered house for a potential clue on the for the Furies. I gotta stop going too fast. This isn't Sonic. Eventually, it seemed as though Yamazaki came across something he exclaimed in horror.
だと、羅刹の力の源は。
What? The source of a fury's power comes from... Hearing him read the notes aloud made me shiver as the hair along my arm stood up. Yamazaki, what did you find?
落ち水は飲んだ者の肉体を活性化させ、野生の獣を凌駕する体力と
Okay.
比類なき治癒力を持
Before
た
I
す。
read on, what the hell is this water of life? Water of life. A substance imported from the West that turns those who drink it into furies. Until refined by Kodo Yukimura, it was too toxic to use. The water of life revitalizes the body. It gives you the power equal to that of a beast, an immense healing power.
だがその力の代償は
However,
その人間の命そのもの。
the price to pay is life itself.
羅刹の力を使えば使うほどそのものの寿命は削られていく。
So the more one uses his fury powers, the more his life will slowly chip away, which means... Wait, this is kind of like DFO's Berserker. It's super unrelated, but that's also how that guy works. Where you get the powers of a demon, but your life just saps. I couldn't believe what I was reading in the note Yamazaki found. And then it seemed to slip out from... No, it seemed to slip out from out of my hands to float towards the ground. Using one's fury powers directly affected their lifespan. So then for Okita's life, it meant my feet felt numb on the ground, and as the feeling began to slip away, I almost fainted. Oh no.
気をしっかり持て雪村君。我々には絶望している暇などない。
Stay strong, Yukimura. There's no time to wallow ourselves in despair. Yeah, no kidding. Yamazaki snapped me out of it, affecting his voice into a bark that Hijikata would have been proud of. You're right. I'm sorry.
他にもまだいくつか資料がある。手分けして確かめることにしよう。
There are more notes in this pile over here. Let's split up and start combing through them.
羅刹に関する資料はこれで全部だな。
All of these documents here are about the Furies. Right. Scanning through page after page of my father's Fury research told us far more than we could have anticipated. Those who drank the water of life to become Furies were also imbued with beast-like qualities. Qualities that, unsurprisingly, caused an unprecedented toll on the human body beyond what a normal human could likely withstand. The amount of stress imposed by the serum forces the body to succumb to the terrible bloodlust. Shit, this is DFO's Berserker, just without the demon arm element. What the fuck? Bloodlust, a term used in reference to the ravenous thirst for blood that one develops after becoming a fury. If not fulfilled, the body undergoes an agonizing amount of pain. Wait, hold up. So they are vampires. Shit. Okay. This is just getting weirder.
吸血衝動が出てしまうと次第に落ち水の毒が体を蝕んでいく。
When the bloodlust erupts, eventually the poisonous water of life will begin to erode your body from the inside.
血を飲まなくては正気を保てなくなり、やがては獣のようになり。
Retaining your sanity is impossible without feasting on blood, and even then, you aren't safe from madness. all of the information we had gathered presented an even harsher reality than we hoped for. But there was one silver lining. I think I found a set of instructions to concoct a medicine that will suppress the bloodlust. Medicine, a bitter compound developed by Ryojin Matsumoto that was used to stifle symptoms of the Fury affliction. If this works, and we can suppress the bloodlust, I think it will be enough to help Okita.
しかし調合できるのか
Well, is it even possible for us to make? Reading through the list now, there are some ingredients we will have to prepare, but... Can you help me with this, Yamazaki?
わかった
Alright,
何でも言ってくれ
just let me know how I can assist you. Together, Yamazaki and I followed my father's recipe, exactly how it was written on the note. Somehow, we managed to make the medicine. Nice. Unfortunately, we hadn't learned anything about how we might heal Okita's wounds. Well, you take the small victories, or I guess in this case, a pretty big victory, I'll say. Suppressing the bloodlust of a vampire. Well, essentially a vampire. Though my comparison, I only know it as Berserker from DFO, which works exactly like this. But I'll save that side tangent for like a training mode session. Anyway, by the time we finished and headed back, the sun had started to set. That took quite a while, huh?
日が沈む前に戻らなくてはな
We
急ぐぞ
should be back before it gets dark. Come on. Yamazaki beckoned me to come forward, and just as I was about to rush out of the house, something akin to a moving specter seemed to come from nowhere, and it startled me. Yamazaki had only taken a single step when... Yamazaki groaned loudly before falling onto the floor. Yamazaki! I ran towards him frantically. What? I stopped dead in my tracks, for someone was near. I couldn't exactly make out the specter because of the sunset's glare, but it was someone whose face was unforgettable. Kaoru Nagumo, the protagonist estranged twin brother. He serves as the head of the Nagumo clan, but carries aspirations to revive the Yukimura clan. Kaoru, what are you doing?
どうしてって決まってるじゃないか。可愛い妹の顔を見に来たんだよ。
I came to visit my darling sister. What other reason could I have? I clasped my Kodachi, a short sword passed down through generations of the Yukimura clan. Its name is Shotsuru. I clasped my hand around the Kodachi on my hip, glaring back at Kaoru's face, whose expression was almost identical to my own. Oh dear.
なんだよ。そんな怖い顔で睨まなくたっていいじゃないか。
What's your problem? You don't have to glare at me like that.
そんな奴殺してもよかったけど、殴って気を失わせるだけで済ませてやったんだからさ。
I mean, I could have killed him. I did you a favor by only knocking him out, you know?
ところで、起きたの様子はどう？そろそろ死んだかな？
Oh, by the way, how's Akita doing? Has he keeled over yet? Oh, stop it! Kaoru's eyebrows shot up and his grin widened.
怒らなくてもいいじゃないか。ただの冗談なんだから。
Oh, I'm only kidding. Calm down. You don't have to get so worked up.
羅刹になったあいつが簡単に死ぬはずないしね。
After all, he's a fury. He wouldn't die that easily.
多分死にたいぐらい苦しい思いをしてるだろうけど。
Although, considering how much pain he's in, I'll bet he wishes he was dead. Kaoru! The angrier I got, the wider his smug grin stretched. Even though I knew it would just rile him up, I couldn't stay calm.
起きたの。いつまで正気を保っていられるんだろうな。
I'm starting to wonder how long Okita will be able to hold on to his sanity.
そのうち血を求めて江戸の人間を見境なく切り殺すようになったりして。
Pretty soon he's gonna want to start drinking blood. Then next thing you know, he's killing people in Edo. No! I won't let that happen to Okita. As long as we have the medicine that Yamazaki and I toiled over, the bloodlust should be suppressed. There was no way Okita would turn into a beast.
お前たちがここに来た理由は察しがつくよ。
3 guesses as to why the both of you are here.
大方、
My
吸
first,
血
though,
衝動を抑える方法がないか、行動おじさんの資料を漁りに来たんだろう。
my first though will be that you're looking for Old Man Kodo's notes on slowing the bloodlust.
だけど、おあいにくさま。
I have some bad news for you though.
あの薬はほんの短い時間しか効かないし、ひどい発作は抑えられない。
The medicine only works temporarily, and the bloodlust will consume him eventually.
まさに無駄足ってやつだよね。
So, it looks like you both just wasted your time. I could feel the blood draining from my body. Of course, I knew the medicine was only a temporary solution, but
いい顔だな。お前はその顔が見たかったんだよ。
wow. I wish you could see the look on your face right now. It's a classic one.
起きたのこと好きなのか。どうしてもあいつを治してやりたい。
You like Okita, don't you? That's why you're going through all this trouble, right? So he'll get better? As Kaoru rattled off these condescending questions, he still kept the smug expression on his face.
あいつを助ける方法教えてあげようか。
Hey, do you want me to tell you how you could really save him? My eyes grew wide. This came out of nowhere. Was he trying to play a trick on me? He may have been getting a kick out of trying to fluster me. Even if he were trying to get a rouse from me, I had to hear what he had to say, so I let him continue. Oh, man. Hold on. Let's lower the BGM a little. Okay. Maybe a little too much. That's good. Kaoru luckily wasted no time in speaking up.
鬼の血を与えればいいんだよ。
You just gotta give him some demon blood. Stronger and more powerful than humans. They have rapid healing powers. Chikage Kazama, Kyo Shiranai, and Kyuju Amagiri are among their numbers.
人間をはるかに凌駕する力を持ち、傷が一瞬のうちに治る。
It holds within it powers that aren't present in human blood, and it heals anything you can think of.
羅刹って俺たち鬼の一族に似てると思わないかい？
The Furies aren't too far off from us who belong in a clan of demons, are they?
まがい物の羅刹どもに俺たち本物の鬼の血を分けてやれば。
Fake, a pejorative used by demons to refer to Furies. If you spill the blood from your veins with the intention of giving it to one of those fake Furies,
もしかしたら落ち水の毒が体から消えるかもしれない。
then it might undo the
助けてやれるかもしれないよ。
then it might undo the poisonous effects of the water of life. You might be able to save him.
特にお前は東国の鬼を代表する名家の出なんだからさ。
Especially for you, a demon who hails from the East region. Togoku, a term referring to the eastern coastal region of Japan. Hey, wait! With that, Koru smiled dryly, and I called out to him, but he had already disappeared like a shadow into the ether. Oh, shit. But, no, if what he said were true, then allowing Okita to drink my blood would possibly work as a salve to the waters of life's side effects. Oh boy, I hope I don't have to whip out the nope button. However, knowing Kaoru, this was all a ploy to get my hopes up. What if, though, what he said was true? Yamazaki regained consciousness, and he slowly gathered himself to gain footing. Are you alright? I ran up to Yamazaki.
俺のことはいい。それより何があったのか説明してくれ。
Yeah, I'm fine. Can you just tell me what happened? Sure.
なるほど。南雲薫とやらがそんなことを。
I see. So this Kaoru Nagumo told you all that.
ひとまず沖田さんたちのところへ戻ることにするか。松本先生をお待たせしているからな。
Well, let's return to Okita for now. Dr. Matsumoto is awaiting us back at the hiding spot. Okay. The sun had completely set, and we were covered by the darkness as we rushed to return for Sendagaya. However, the entire time we rushed back, I couldn't quite shake what Kaoru told me. Once we finally arrived back at the hiding place, we rushed to tell Dr. Matsumoto all that happened.
なるほど。南雲薫がそんなことを言っていたのか。
I see. This information came from Kaoru Nagumo, did it? What do you think, Dr. Matsumoto? Do you think if I were to give him my blood, that we could curb the effects of the water of life?
信じるのは危険だ。そもそも沖田さんを羅刹に変えたのはあの南雲薫だろう。
It would be risky to take his word at face value. I mean, it's his fault that Okita transformed into a fury in the first place.
山崎君の言う通りだな。そんな例は今までに一つもない。
Yamazaki brings up a good point. What Kaoru said is unheard of to me.
効き目がないだけで済めばいいが、もしかしたら毒となることだって十分に考えられるんだぞ。
I mean, it's one thing to assume that drinking your blood won't have any effect at all, and another entirely should it prove to worsen his condition.
ひとまず薬は調合できたんだろう。なら当分はそれでしのぐしかないんじゃないか。
Well, at least for now, we have some medicine. this should be enough to last us for a while. What about Okita?
わかってる。
I know you're worried.
しかし、酷な話だな。老害にかかっただけじゃなく、
But things are going to be tough for him. Now, not only does he have tuberculosis,
羅刹となったせいで残りの寿命をますます削る羽目になるなんて因果な話もあったもんだ。
but since he's become a fury, it means his body will have even more to try and overcome as his life force depletes. What a predicament.
もう少しここにいてやりたいが、私もそろそろ戻らんとな。
I would love to stay here and help you out, but it's necessary to take... No, wait. But it is necessary for me to take my leave soon. Oh, right. Thank you for all the time you've given us.
いや、くれぐれも無茶はせんよう、沖田君によく言い聞かせておいてくれ。
It's my pleasure. Please be sure to tell Okita that he needn't exert himself so hard. I mean, too hard.
君も疲れているだろう。今日は早めに休むんだぞ。
The same goes for you too. I'm sure you are tired as well, and you need to make sure you rest. Okay.
外までお送りします。いろいろとお聞きしたいこともありますので。
I will walk you out. There are some things I need to discuss with you. Dr. Matsumoto bowed politely, and Yamazaki escorted him to the entrance. He told me I need to make sure I rest, but honestly, I don't think I could sleep even if I went into my room with a warm cup of tea. My mind immediately jumped to Okita. In Father's notes, it said that a Fury's power was directly tied to the length of their lifespan. If that were true, then he was literally consuming his own life just to heal up from flesh wounds. I mean, heal himself from flesh wounds. I wanted so badly to check on him, even for a second. Oh, gee. I was careful to avoid making any peep or noise, and I quietly slid his door open. Huh? I couldn't believe it. Okita wasn't sleeping in his futon, and he was nowhere to be found. Oh, shit. Where could he possibly have gone? Just as I scanned the room...
おかえり。
Welcome back, oh boy. Okay. Okay. Welcome back, Obake. The voice came from next to the door. Oh, he's looking fine. Okita, what are you doing?
だって寝てるだけなんて退屈だし。
Agreed. Sleeping all day is such a drag. Okita sneered in his usual derisive tone. Okita? Did you happen to hear any of the conversation we had in the hallway?
自分のことについてこそこそ話してたら誰でも気になるでしょ普通。
Well, you tend to notice when people are talking about you, and naturally, I was curious. While the length of Okita's remaining lifespan was a source of concern, thankfully his sardonic wit was intact. Unfortunately, he didn't budge, and his attempt to probe me for answers made me uncomfortable.
ま、あの時落ち水を飲んでなかったらどっちにせよ死んでただろうしね。
You know, if I hadn't drank the water of life, I probably would have died that day.
布団の上で血を吐きながら死ぬのとこうして刀を取ることができるようになったのと
So, if the choice was between coughing up blood on my bed or being able to wield my sword again in the future,
どっちがマシかって言えば 答えなんて分かりきってるし。
If you're asking me, it seems like the answer is obvious. There was a peaceful twinkle in his eye, as if he had come to terms with his condition and his future. Such certainty felt so unfamiliar to me.
でも不思議な話だよね。病気でも何でもなかったゲンさんが鳥羽伏見の戦で死んじゃったのに。
Genzaburo Inoue, captain of the Shinsengumi's 6th Division. He is a childhood friend of Kondo's, who became a founder of the Shinsengumi. He lost his life in the Battle of Toba Fushimi. Kind of funny to think about it, though, isn't it? Gen, who really looked after himself, died in the Battle of Toba Fushimi. Toba Fushimi.
老害にかかってる上、落ち水まで飲んだ僕がこうして生きてるなんて。
Then here I am with tuberculosis, and I even drank the water of life, and I'm still kicking around.
運がいいのか悪いのか。
I'm not sure if I could call it luck. Whatever it is. Okita. My heart clenched. He seemed to embrace the fact that his health was wilting, and yet he stood courageously before it. I mean, hey, if you don't got that long to live, you gotta be a bit brave and stupid. Mostly brave. Perhaps. Perhaps it was this attitude all along that had me so curiously drawn to him. Well, I do like a confident guy. Oh, I think a lot of people would, maybe. But who knows? I mean, it's one source of attraction. But this is coming from an old geezer, so your mileages may vary. Not, ooh, almost said something else. Anyway, please don't give up. You are still alive, Okita. Even if he seemed resigned to the fact that he could potentially die in the near future. I didn't want him going anywhere.
当たり前じゃない。僕にはまだしなきゃならないことがあるんだから。
Of course, there's still so much I have left to do in this world. His complexion still seemed very ill. But even then, Okita possessed within him a fiery vigor. Good. The future was still uncertain, but so as long as Okita believed in himself, there was hope. Although we couldn't see into the future. It did nothing to waver his spirit from the dawn of a better day. Okita, please return to your bed. It's not good for you to be standing up for so long.
はいはい、分かってるよ。君ってほんとうるさいんだから。
Yeah, I know. Man, are you ever gonna loosen up? Just as he began to whine, oh. Okita keeled over, and his face was twisted in pain. He slammed against the floor as he gasped for air. Oh no! Okita? I rushed to support his body, as he had trouble staying upright. What's wrong? Is it your injuries? Okita shook his head, as he grimaced loudly from whatever had been hurting him. Oh shit! Oh no! He went devil trigger! Oh fuck! I watched. His hair turned white and his eyes turned red. Oh no! He had experiencing some minor pain from using the powers before, but I didn't ever recall him becoming a fury without using those powers consciously. Then it must be me.
平気だよ。すぐに収まるから。
It's nothing. It'll pass soon enough. The way he angrily motioned for me to stay back told me this wasn't the first time he was changing. Oh shit! Oh fuck. I thought it was impossible in this era. They're morbid? Aw, jeez. Okay. The way he angrily motioned for me to stay back told me this wasn't his first time changing. He almost seemed ready to accept what came next. Okita, do you... Was this seizure-like episode a symptom of being a fury? Do you want my blood? Oh boy. His eyes grew wide.
欲しくなんかない。
No! His reply was practically a shout, but all the reason to assume that's what he wanted.
僕は嫌だ。嫌なんだよ。死なんていらない。狂いたくない。
Okay. Don't want that. I don't need blood. I don't want to go crazy. His voice shook as he spoke. Whether from pain, fear, or both, I couldn't tell. Both of us saw plenty of furies go mad with bloodlust. But you're in so much pain.
もし理性を失ったら、自分を保てなくなったら、近藤さんの役に立てなくなる。
If I lose, if I go crazy, how am I supposed to help Kondo? Oh. Okita had drunk the water of life to make him a more effective soldier. All he wanted was to help Kondo. If he lost himself in the bloodlust, he would be denied that one desire. So, how long have you been doing this? How horrible. To be all alone, tormented by pain so great that even breathing was agony.
平気だよ。我慢できる。
I'm fine. I can handle this.
僕は近藤さんの弟弟子なんだから。こんなものに負けるほど弱くない。
I'm Kondo's disciple. What kind of pussy do you think I am? He seemed to think he could endure through sheer force of will. But you don't look fine at all! I could hear my voice break, and tears had begun to well up in my eye. I wrapped my arm around Okita and held him tight. What was I going to do? Uh-oh. Okay, I think this is the final choice I'll be doing. Okay. Actually, I'll see all three choices and then we'll call it a day. So, let us pick the most likely terrible ending first. If I remembered what Kaoru said correctly, by making Okita drink demon's blood, we may be able to undo some of the symptoms that came with drinking the water of life. Dr. Matsumoto, on the other hand, had his doubts. But I didn't have the luxury to choose my methods. I drew out my Kadachi and put it to my wrists. Ouch! There was a brief moment of pain, and then a line of blood welled up along the cut.
何を
Obake, what the hell are you? Please, drink this. I held out my arm to him, and his eyes widened. by the time my arm reached him, the cut had already closed, but the blood still sat there on top of the smooth skin. I heard that my blood could counteract the poison on the water of life. Maybe he was influenced by the scent of blood. His eyes showed signs of famine. I don't know what Kaoru told me was true, but if I could, even for a moment, be able to quench his thirst. I just want to help you, so please. He said nothing as he moved towards the blood shining on my arm. When he was close enough, I could feel his breath brushing across my skin. Okay, I might need to whip out the yab button. We'll have to see, because oh boy, I don't want to show anything crazy. His mouth opened and he ran his tongue across my arm. The vigor behind the movements of his mouth made for a tingling sensation, taking it with my blood. Sorry. His voice was low and almost embarrassed. I blinked in surprise. I couldn't recall a moment where I'd heard his voice speak so weakly. I shook my head. There's nothing for you to apologize for.
でもごめん
Yeah. Well, maybe. Still, I'm sorry. He looked down at the floor, his face strained. It almost looked as though he had been scolded by Kondo. Although he was still pale, it looked as though the bloodlust had subsided. His hair and eyes returned to their normal color. Okay. Whoa. Okay, let's see this choice again. What was I gonna do? Let's see what the medicine does. Kaoru said that my blood, the blood of a demon, could cure the symptoms of the water of life, but it was just too risky to take his word for it. As if that wasn't enough of a reason, Okita himself had already said he had no desire to drink the blood. So all I could do was say, Okita, please take this. It'll work to suppress the bloodlust. Drink this medicine, and your condition will improve. Give me a minute. I'll get some water for you to drink it down. I sprinted to the kitchen, looking for a clean cup. After finding a small wooden cup, I dunked it into a bucket of fresh well water and rushed back to Okita. Here, Okita, drink this. At first, Okita bit his quivering lips, hesitant to reach out for the medicine. Okita, you don't have to prove to me how strong you are. I know you can survive the bloodlust, but I don't want you to suffer any more than you already have. He was still quiet. Is your pride really worth more to you than that? Please, for me, just take it. For a while, Okita remained quiet, but eventually, he begrudgingly reached out his hand and snatched the medicine from my palm.
僕のためにわざわざ家まで戻って作り方を調べてくれたんだっけ
You went all the way back to your childhood home just to learn how to make this stuff, right?
君って本当物好きだよねそんなことして何になるんだか
You really are something. You know that? I don't know how you do it. Well, I can't just leave you hanging out here, Okita. Okita looked troubled, but his face quickly turned to a smile as he looked back into my eyes.
信じてるから。
I believe in you. Carefully peeled open the wrap from the medicine before gingerly putting it into his mouth. Then Okita grabbed the water cup from my hand, and he gulped down a big swig of water. But even after taking the medicine, he breathed in a short, staccato-like rhythm.
おかしいな。全然効いてないみたいなんだけど。
Weird. I feel like it hasn't kicked in yet. I think the effects will take a little while before you start to feel any differently. It should be at least faster than herbal medicine. As we patiently waited for something to change, I began to grow agitated that it didn't seem to work. I could see large pearls of sweat begin to drip down from Okita's blushed forehead. Why don't you lie down for a while? I'm sure that'll be better for you. Okay.
わかったな。
I slowly helped Okita support his height before he got back into his futon. As Okita shut his eyes, he fell asleep. Shortly afterwards, Okita's struggling breaths began to ease into a more relaxed pace. However, I couldn't shake a feeling of worry. The medicine's effects were only temporary, and they couldn't sustain through a more serious episode. All through the night, Kaoru's words kept repeating in my head over and over. Oh, so that just ends the chapter there. Okay, let's save this to 3. Let's load up number 2. His hair and eyes return to their normal color. You really should rest now. That would be the best way for you to recover.
わ
Right,
かってる。
got it.
ごめんね。いろいろと。
Sorry. Thanks for everything. I told you you have nothing to apologize for, didn't I?
そうだね。
Right.
それじゃあ、おやすみ。
Well, good night then. Okita nodded obediently, and he crawled back under his covers. Good night, Okita. Please don't hesitate to call for me if you need anything. I could see how much pain he was in, and my heart went out to him. He clearly expressed that he didn't want to drink any blood, but at least his suffering had subsided, even if it were just a little bit. I was left to ponder the possibility. Could we truly cure the curse of the Fury with my blood? For now, my only option was to monitor his progress, but the next day, Okita seemed to be healing at a more rapid pace. I didn't know what Kaoru's intentions were, but for now I'm just going to be thankful of Okita's recovery. Okay, let's see what this choice does. It was hard to watch him suffer, but you're really gonna be okay? I was worried.
平気だよ、こんなの。
This is nothing.
戦術の荒稽古に比べればどうってことない。
Compared to the bumps and bruises from training, this is nothing. Okita. For now, all I could do was hope. I stroked his back desperately, wishing that he would feel better. But... Oh no! Okita? He didn't hear me, though. The pain had grown so intense that he simply passed out. Okita! Hang in there! Okita! Okita did actually regain consciousness the following day, but I wondered if I did the right thing by letting him just suffer like that. Was there anything else I could have done for him? These thoughts consumed me all day, and it was nearly impossible for me to get over. And it was nearly impossible to get over them. I don't think I like this one. Let's just read a little bit before I go. That bath was exactly what I needed. The warmth of the bath made the gentle... Oh, Jesus. The warmth of the bath made the gentle chill of the cool night air all the better, and so I couldn't help but express myself aloud. There were so many things weighing my mind down. But as of recently, Okita's physical condition was beginning to improve. He could walk more regularly. Of course, we still had to monitor him closely for his sake and make sure he didn't strain himself, but even so, the simple pleasure of his improving state brought me great delight. I was walking down the hallway when... Cut it out! Ah! A loud voice exclaimed from the direction of Okita's room, and it startled me. The voice belonged to Yamazaki? I wonder what could have happened. Fearing the worst, I rushed over to the room.
山崎くんって新選組に入ってから何年になるんだっけ?
Hey, Yamazaki, how many years has it been since you joined the Shinsengumi?
上役を怒鳴りつけるなんて新入り大使だってしないと思うんだけど。
I don't think even the new recruits would be stupid enough to yell at a captain.
言葉が過ぎたというのは俺も自覚しています。
If I may, I acknowledge that I may have... If I may, I acknowledge that I may have behaved out of line just now, but... I mean,
ですが、
however...
それならば沖田さんも上役として振る舞ってくださらなくては。
However, since you are a captain after all, you should know better than anyone to uphold those standards. The tension in the room was palpable, and neither side looked like relenting.
上役として振る舞うって何? 僕に土方さんの真似をしろっていうの?
What are you saying? You want me to act all hoity-toity like Hijikata? Is that it?
少なくとも松本先生のご指示を無視するような真似をされては困ります。
The least I can ask is that you refrain from neglecting Dr. Matsumoto's orders.
僕の体のことは僕自身が一番よく分かってるつもりだよ。
Well, I know my body more than anyone else.
もう老害だって治ったし、寝たきりでいる理由もないでしょ。
My tuberculosis is gone, so there's no more reason for me to be bedridden.
ですからまだ先生のお許しが出ていないと。
But what I'm saying is, how can you make that decision without the doctor's approval? You guys, please calm down.
僕は落ち着いてるよ。冷静じゃないのは山崎くんだけ。
I am calm. It's Yamazaki over there that needs to... it's Yamazaki over there who needs to calm down.
俺は言うべきことを言っているだけです。
I'm only the messenger. Okay, well, I think I'll end this on a bit of a cliffhanger. Just a little bit. Will Yamazaki and Okita resolve their differences? Will we find a cure for the Fury condition? Or am I gonna just get a bad ending next time somehow? Let's see next time on Edo Blossoms. Until then, music is good so far. The scenery's nice so far. Voice acting's some good shit. And the mystery is certainly intriguing enough for me to ignore the fact that I'm playing an Otome. So, not a bad start. Not a bad start. We'll see how this one goes, but I get a good feeling I might be pleasantly surprised, I think. Hopefully. Well, until next time, I'll see you guys tomorrow with some DJ Max. Until then, night everyone.